Kazan Forum 2024 as the manifestation of Russia's cooperations with the Islamic world, in particular OIC member states, has attracted massive attention and participation from nations around the globe. Rahmat Idris is in Kazan, Russia with the live report. Rahmat, what has become the main focus of these countries taking part in Russia this year?
Yeah, hi there, Nina. Certainly, there are ample opportunities for cooperations for the many countries that are taking part for the 2024 Kazan Forum taking place here in the city of Kazan, the capital of the Republic of Tatarstan within the Russian Federations. However, just to take a note that we've just merely arrived a few moments ago here in the city of Kazan after such a momentous visit to the capital of Russian Federation, Moscow, where a very important memorandum of understanding was signed between the two main broadcast institutions, and that is the television of the Republic of Indonesia, representing public TV from Indonesia, and Russia Today, another non-profit organizations, broadcast institutions from Russia, where agreements on how to accelerate the adoptions of broadcast technological advancements and also content provisions between the two institutions, science contents, even at some point the agreement to someday down the line to have an exchange of journalists and tag-along journalists to the conflict areas around the globe, along with the geopolitical tensions currently on the rise right now, be it with the over 2 years prolonged invasions in Ukraine by Russia, but also in Middle East with the war in Gaza and currently taking place attack in Rafah by Israel. But on that note, we are extremely excited. We can see that enthusiasm is high in the air right here at the Kazan Expo, where the heart of Kazan Forum 2024 is currently taking place. It is indeed, Nina, a manifestation of the willingness of Russian federations to expand its wing to cooperate more with the Islamic world, and thus over 80 countries have been registered to take place for this year Kazan Forum that sees the participations of over 11,000 delegates, and predominantly delegates comprised from Saudi Arabia, from Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, United Arab Emirates, and also Malaysia from the Asian part of the continent. Even us from Indonesia are notably comprising of such huge delegates taking part in this prestigious Kazan Forum. And even at some point, we've also encountered our counterparts from Palestine. We got to say that there's been such a bittersweet feeling meeting all of these Palestinian delegates, making their time to attend this forum despite all of the gravity of challenges and the war and the attacks that their people are currently suffering over in Palestine, in Gaza and Rafah in particular. But then again, the essence of Kazan Forum 2024, as I mentioned earlier, touching on some of the most essential topics that the Islamic countries around the world are currently facing in support of Russian federations. The three main topics that are put on the table for the thousands of delegates to deliberate, Nina, are about the economy, and that would include investments and ways of these international experts and economies are meeting together to elevate trade values in between Islamic countries and Russia, and also on culture, and lastly, on sports. And on that note, we look through all of the agendas of the itinerary of the Kazan Forum 2024, which will take place from the 14th to the 19th. Today is only the second day of the forum. We've seen plenty of opportunities of these countries taking part in the forum to further establish stronger ties to elevate the level of cooperations between all the member states, particularly for the organizations of Islamic cooperations. Now, the mentions of OIC is highly relevant because the 15th Russians and Islamic World's Forum, which is the Kazan Forum this year, is also coinciding with the 55th anniversary of the Organizations of Islamic Cooperation, that is the OIC. The celebrations and the sense of joy is high in the air, and such a momentous moments for all of these member states of the OIC to get together here in Kazan to sort of see forward ways to tackle some of the issues that the Islamic countries around the globe are currently facing. On the other note, the cultural side of the Kazan Forum 2024, it has been seen on the agenda that the very exciting fashion shows from all the participating countries will take place. As a matter of fact, from Indonesia, we have delegates from the Cultural Office of Yogyakarta Special Region, known for its massive database of cultural richness, being present here at the forum, and we look forward to speak to the head of the Cultural Affairs of Yogyakarta Special Region to see what they have on the table to offer to all of the 1,000 delegates participating in this event. And aside from the fashion shows on the cultural side of the Kazan Forum 24, the culinary competitions will also take place, and this is quite special, Nina, because it is intended for the young professional chefs out there from Russia and Islamic worlds. Over 80 countries taking part, and we are very excited just to see what these young chefs will put on the table to further showcase the richness of cuisine and culinary delights from their own respective countries. We'll bring you the full details on that when the agenda is up to date. In the meantime, just right on my side, you probably can see it from this very angle, is the much anticipated, much expected Russia Halal Expo. This is the second time that it is held for the Kazan Forum after the 15th time that it's been held. And we've received word that over 4,500 distinguished products are put on display for Russia Halal products. The second exhibition for the Kazan Forum, and these 4,500 products comprise of not only of cuisine or culinary products, which we tend to associate with halal products, but also includes other plethora of choices in regards to halal industry. We're talking about halal infrastructure, halal services, and even halal apparels, where we're going to bring you around later on, where we see all of these halal certified apparels, which includes cosmetics and skin cares and other products very relevant to current and modern lifestyles, are being embraced in the halal way and standardized to the halal operations. And we also need to note the fact that the halal products, especially here in Kazan, have seen its rising trend in the past years alone. Halal products from the Republic of Tatarstan, which is one of the biggest cities, hub of industries and manufacturers in Russia, have reached not only halal markets domestically, but also around the regions, even some countries in Europe, and reaching soon the market in United Arab Emirates. And that is to say, they're going to be reaching Dubai and Abu Dhabi, with their eyes also setting towards the Asian continents, meaning that Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei will start seeing the trends of the halal products coming in. And these trends is not only embraced by the Muslim communities, even the non-Muslims have started to embrace these products, realizing the high standards that have been applied to these products, ensuring its quality, its hygiene, and its nutritious values for food, at least. And lastly, we also need to convey the information of how the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, has personally released a letter welcoming all of the over 11,000 delegates coming in to Kazan, the proud host of this year's Kazan Forum 2024. And in his letter, he said that may this cooperations of Russia and the Islamic worlds bring over prosperity around the world. And bring some sort of sense of peace and resolve all the current ongoing conflicts in regards to the Islamic communities worldwide. And this is also the second time that Kazan Forum is held under its federal status. It's been held for 15 times, but in the past 2 years, the Kazan Forum has been held in federal status through the decree of the President of the Russian Federations. And that includes our reports from Kazan, the capital of the Republic of Tatarstan. Rahmat Idris and Boni Mokalu reported for TVR World. Back to you in our studio in Jakarta. Nina.
Thank you, Rahmat Idris, for your report.